Fernando, yes, he reviews it.
From feet umpire, player review for LBW. Original decision was out. Front foot, please. Thank you. That's fair delivery. Front time spin, thanks. Okay, can we just go to Old Treach, please? Just to confirm. Thank you. Flat line, run through the pad, thanks. Okay. No bats, ball tracking when available, please. Blocker just building, ball tracking, stand by. Thank you. Pitching outside off, impacts in line, wickets missing. Blocker, I'm going to get you back on screen and recommend you change your decision to not out. You are on screen now.
Yeah, good review. Gets him on the inside thigh. Just for once, the bounce of Bumrah working against him. But an excellent review, just going over.
You could see it straight away when it hit him. The sound trying to hit on the up. Was surprised when the finger went up. The umpire, he knew it as well. I think he knew it from the time he hit. The moment the ball missed the flap of the pad and hit the upper part of the thigh, you knew there was a doubt. Very rightly got reviewed.
That's his signature shot. That's what we've seen throughout the tournament. He's very good, straight down the ground. And that's where he gets his first boundary as well. We've seen some on drives of the highest quality. We've seen a straight
At the crease and the bat comes down.
short ball and won't be bullied by bouncers. Pulled Jofra Archer away for 6 on this ground. So he's not just someone you can force back. You can use the short ball. That's what Bumrah just saying there. There's a little bit more bounce than I expected.
I think there's a plan to it. Yes, he's a very good player of the short ball, but Bumrah setting it up for the one which is pitched up.
Solid block to end the over. 33 for 1.
Let the action begin.
Balls, 20 to get. The fans are praying for a miracle. And he gets away with it.
Even the smallest food orders delivered. Swiggy, what a delivery.
First runs off Jasprit Bumrah in that over. He's got 3 overs, 1 for 5.
hard at the ball. Doesn't matter whether he's dropped the previous over. He knows only to play one way. That's the league table. India qualifying as number 2 at this stage. Australia plays South Africa tonight. It's a double header today. And if India win and Australia lose, India go as table toppers and play New Zealand.
At Old Trafford. If they lose and come second, they play England at Edgbaston. England will be at Edgbaston whatever. Direct hit, misses. Think he might have been home anyway, Fernando.
It's off the block straight away because it was travelling to Bumrah. Yeah, he was safe. It wasn't a good throw either. Just finished his spell. Asked to stand that short fine leg and a chance of a run out. He does well. He's a good athlete.
One leg. One middle.
He was safe, Fernando.
One. Yeah, one. Next up.
What's a good total as? 270? 300?
300's good on here. Pitch that's been used will turn a little bit. I mean, they got 230 odd against England and won. I can't see them doing that against India. That won't be enough. But anything above 280. Doesn't mean India won't chase it down. India have a very strong batting lineup, but you're batting first, you win the toss. Try and get par plus on the surface you've won the toss on.
They all will be an important part of this Indian batting. One after the other. Kohli, Rahul, Rohit Sharma, Dhoni, Pandya.
Nicely placed. That'll get on the wickets of the net surfaces and run away. You'll do well to catch that up once it hits the net surfaces.
It's so common in England, so common to these grounds, so many practice pitches, whether it's the Oval or whether it's this venue. Once it gets onto those practice pitches, it'll just run away. Very still, very upright, and it's on the up. He hangs on the back foot to play the short ball well. As Nasir Hussain said, he's pulled Jofra Archer into the stands. But even if it's pitched up and he doesn't get to the pitch, his hands go through very well.
Yeah, very simple technique, very upright, not a lot of feet, very still. Good solid block as well.
He's got that special talent in him, got that X factor, very strong. He can hit the ball a long way as well, plays spin well. Very good talent for Sri Lanka. Mohammad Shami not playing today, Chahal not playing today. And if he doesn't play, he's a nightmare.
Oh, up and over now. Midon's trying to get back, but that's going a long way back. Plugs. For a second, Midon turned and thought, I've got a chance, but he got enough of it, Fernando. 40 for 1.
Enjoy 60% off on your orders. Uber Eats, your home advantage delivered.
This match was amazing, but leg spinner to left-handed batsman, bad idea. Leg spinner to left-handed batsman, bad idea.
कल तो पूरा दिन मेरे साथ पार्टी कर रहा था. मैच कब देखा तूने?
Did you think they were off the mark? I think bowling a leg spinner to a left-handed batsman was a bad idea.
क्रिक बस लाइव देख लिया, समझो सब देख लिया.
It's very cool and overcast when they all came to the ground, but the forecast was always for a good, clear, sunny day, and it's proved to be right. You're in the ether when the sun is out. It's beautiful out there. Good morning, Sanjay. Yes, it's a lovely day. Yes, the Sri Lankan fans are there in force.
around the world, if India is playing, it's a ground full of Indian blue. And I keep saying,
Of the pitch.
yeah, probably because it's an old pitch and there's enough roughage on top for the seam to hold. I was just about to say that the back path of Kusal Pereira, that's what gets him into trouble. Comes across the line of the ball all the time, and with Bumrah and the other bowlers concentrating on this line of pitching the ball within the stumps and taking it across him, he's got to be a little bit careful. Both left-handers have been slightly late on the ball, surprised by Bumrah's action and his pace. Kusal Pereira goes for 18, Sri Lanka 40 for 2.
आईसीआईसीआई लोम्बार्ड में हम विक्रम से किया हर मुश्किल वादा निभाते हैं, इसीलिए आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस टेक्नोलॉजी से हम क्लेम मिनटों में अप्रूव कर जाते हैं। आईसीआईसीआई लोम्बार्ड, निभाए वादे।
So boys, जब खिच-खिच, बंद नाक और खांसी से कमजोर हो आवाज, तब लो नई विक्स 3-in-1। खिच-खिच, बंद नाक और खांसी दूर करो।
Let's do it, boy!
नई विक्स 3-in-1।
Of the skiddiness of Jasprit Bumrah, he will have to be on that front foot. The Yorker, the seam, everything going Bumrah's way. Also, Sanjay, it's just his action, isn't it? He's so far past the vertical that if you're a right-hander or a left-hander, right-hander thinks it's coming into you, shouldn't
Develop all these variations. Last test series in England, suddenly we saw him bowl a proper outswinger. Not a ball moving away off the pitch, but in the air too. So Bumrah has got some wickets. It's been more economical than wicket taking, but today's got 2. It's another good delivery. They have lost the toss, but they're making this pitch work for them on this delivery. You see that bat coming across, you see the face going towards covers, the back lift as well. I'd like to see that again and want to see whether Bumrah was trying to get that ball in from the hand. Yeah, there again, the ball was just meant to come back in with the angle, but the one that he bowled to Kusal Pereira to come back in, we'll just have a close look at the wrist position. What he's trying to do there with that ball. He wants the ball to come back in. What do you reckon, Kumar? Yeah, this might be a good angle to have a look.
Yeah, lovely seam position. The moment that hits, it's actually angled in back towards the batsman. Caught enough of the surface to actually deviate and caught Kusal Pereira by surprise. The inside edge. Now that's a shot for the ages. Stand tall and deliver. The poise and posture of this young man is so impressive. He's got very simple, minimal movements, but the way he gets his head into the ball, his ability to stand up tall off that front foot, allows him to execute shots exactly like, look at the front shoulder as well. So well into the ball. The head leads, the shoulder follows, everything else aligns.
This is something that all you guys have been talking about. This instinct to pull the short ball. Already it's been said today about that 6 of Jofra Archer is one of the quickest in the tournament. Here again, is using the angle and the pace of the bowler.
Such a comfortable shot.
Yeah, just beautiful. And the impressive thing is that Archer is, yes, he's quick, but Bumrah is so different. And you're always on that front foot, mindful of the full pitch ball, that you can be late on the short ball to Bumrah. He rushes most batsmen, but the ease with which he rocked back just goes to show his balance is exactly where it should be for a top order batsman. And look at that again, solidly behind it. Beautiful defense to finish off a good over by Bumrah. Sri Lanka 49 for 2.
म्यूचुअल फंड्स में इन्वेस्ट किया
या मैंने आज म्यूचुअल फंड में पैसा डाला और कल मार्केट नीचे आ गया तो मैं उतना रिस्क नहीं लेना चाहता।
देख, म्यूचुअल फंड्स में रिस्क तो है, इसलिए हर म्यूचुअल फंड का रिस्क समझकर ही इन्वेस्ट किया कर और उतने ही पैसे इन्वेस्ट कर जो लंबे समय तक रख सके।
भाई बात तो तेरी सही है।
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
ये देखिए, A to Z सब मिलेगा।
सब एक जगह पे?
जी भैया। अपनों का साथ हो तो सब कुछ है आसान। Amazon, आपकी अपनी दुकान।
The only one who's got a big score, 100 from the Sri Lankan team, the man at the other end.
Little bit of outswing to Kusal Mendes. Another promising young player, has scored a lot of runs in Test cricket against some great sides. Struggled a little bit in this World Cup, but definitely one for the future. Sri Lanka will do well to invest in the likes of Kusal Mendes and Avishka Fernando.
Down the pitch a long way with that front foot commitment, trying to get far forward to cover the swing of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar.
And actually well played in there, well bowled, but I would just like to see him hold that back hip longer in a side-on position. It allows his hands to play the line rather than the ball. He was very, very good in controlling those hands, and that back hip comes through too soon. You push your hands at the ball, and that's when an edge can come through.
Good leave. This is something you've got to do in England. 50 overs cricket, white ball cricket. Got to be a guy who can leave balls, play with a still bat. Virat Kohli's at short point, so they reckon they can get Kushal Mendes to play on the up. Interesting when you watch the last 4 innings for Kushal Mendes: 30, 46, 23, 39. He's got starts, he's got the big one.
He's a free-flowing batsman. Where he falls into trouble is his first 10 to 12 deliveries. He's got to be a bit more watchful. Almost test match in terms of approach. Once he gets through that, he's really attacking. He likes to take on the spinners. He's got touch and power. I think for a while he's just been caught out, trying to accelerate a little bit too quickly. Maybe a good delivery. Sometimes you're allowed to make a mistake. He's not out of form, he's in form. He just needs to learn how to get through those tough periods. Get to 35, 40. How do I get that to 50? Do I do it in singles? Do I attack a couple of bowlers I've targeted? But he's an exceptionally good player and a great quick run.
A good call. Didn't quite time it well, so he knew he had the time to take that single. So slightly delayed call, but the right one. Position slightly in the air on the leg side. 9 overs gone, 50 for 2.
Granza, the new hatchback from Toyota. Let's go hatching.
पापा ब्राइटर पेंट नहीं, ब्राइटर लाइट लगाओ।
आम एलईडी के मुकाबले विप्रो गार्नेट की रोशनी पहले 70% ज्यादा, जिससे घर बने सुपर ब्राइट। विप्रो गार्नेट, व्हाइट लाइट लगाओ, घर ब्राइट बनाओ।
In the bowling bowling attack. Very impressive in the last game against Bangladesh. Just found a way to be effective in his 10 overs on slow pitches. That short ball, that loopy kind of slow short ball has been a life savior for him.
Such a crucial player as well for India. Adds a whole new dimension to the Indian side. His all-round ability, power with the bat, but when he takes wickets with the ball, that's what India really need. It just lifts them up and makes their bowling lineup even more potent and allows the likes of Bumrah to be used in impactful ways in shorter spells, especially when India needs it throughout the whole phase of a game.
Like a superb talent, Avishka Fernando, but I think balls that are pitched up, we've already seen so far, balls that are pitched up can struggle a bit, just hitting through the line, front brace knee, but quickly, the next ball, you can see the same line, he's just sort of been more respectful of that delivery, not hitting through the line. That's where India need to be, fuller to Avishka Fernando, but shows the young man is a quick learner. The very next, so after a couple of balls, he wasn't just blindly hit through the line, more respectful, and a kind of a respected sort of measured push to the next one. In England, got to have a still bat when you're defending. That's one of the reasons why Rohit Sharma has been so consistent for India in the first 10 overs. That's what he's done. Very still bat while defending.
It's also interesting to know that just before the successful referral for Avishka Fernando, there were a few really good dot balls bowled at him. He kept his naturally attacking instinct in check, and I saw that he was getting slightly frustrated, and there's also a case where he saw the line of the ball and he's already premeditated, thinking I'm just going to attack this, and he drives through the line of the ball. Smart enough to get that referral made, goes for Sri Lanka. And then, like you rightly said, the next time the same ball is bowled, he has the presence of mind to understand it's time for solid defense rather than a loose push. And that frustration is something at this level that batsmen have to deal with, and you see that happen to Kusal Perera as well. Some good deliveries bowled at him, he gets stuck, and instead of looking to rotate the strike and be smart about it, it's been a case of where he strike for a bit too much. This is the century that Avishka Fernando got against the West Indies, and he had all his entire repertoire of strokes on display. Simple technique, minimal movement, maximum effect. Good against spin and pace, accelerates at the right time, great change of tempo throughout the innings, and thoroughly deserved that century.
Enjoys his time in the field. 52 for 2.
लाइफ की कोई गारंटी नहीं, इसलिए policybazaar.com से 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस करवा लो सिर्फ 490 रुपए महीने में, वरना आत्मा को शांति नहीं मिलेगी।
Let's go bananas!
Only the best bananas go into Storia, India's highest fruit content shake.
On pitches like this and bat first. Virat Kohli didn't have that opportunity. It was Sri Lanka won the toss and made the obvious decision of batting first. India have done well so far. They've got a couple of batsmen out. Having said that, that's the most they've conceded in the first 10 in this tournament. India. Ball just grips into the pitch. That's a good sign for Jadeja. If there's any turn in the pitch for a fast spinner, this is the man to exploit it.
becoming such a crucial player in this World Cup, especially towards the back end on used pitches. Ravindra Jadeja in the semi-final, maybe against England. I think he'll be a really crucial player at Edgbaston. He offers you more control, the pace at which he bowls. He can turn it up or turn it down as he sees fit. Will, I think, give Virat Kohli a little bit better control through those middle overs and also wicket-taking ability. I know Virat likes to go with the two wrist spinners, but I think this man particularly.
We just saw his numbers now. This is very interesting with Jadeja. When you look at the average, it's 35. It's a bit high when you compare it with Chahal and Kuldeep. You make a very good point. Come the business end. Pressure match, small ground. Yeah! The ball turns and he gets the wicket. And it's a good one. Tailor-made surface for Jadeja.
Absolutely beautifully bowled. He was bowling a bit slow to start off with. Sees the batsman coming down the track and fired in. Grip and turn. Great work by MS Dhoni. But again, the batsman, he hasn't really seen what Jadeja can do. Kusal Mendes, he hasn't really faced enough of him on this pitch to know what the pitch does either. He's already made up his mind to use his feet. And with Jadeja, that's never easy. Kusal Mendes gone for 3. Sri Lanka 53.
उम्र बढ़ेगी पर पकड़ रहेगी, जैसे सीएट ग्रिप X3 टायर।
एक सक्सेसफुल मिशन के लिए एक अच्छा स्ट्राइक रेट होना जरूरी है।
चलो मीठा ले आओ। Is that you again? On my mind. Why do I want you all the time? Won't wait, can't wait, won't wait. Can't wait, won't wait.
Can't wait.
Just as the World Cup has gone on, a few runs under the belt for Angelo Mathews, a good 80. He also bowled that magic delivery to Nicholas Puran, one of the highlights for me of this World Cup.
Yeah, I was chuckling today when I saw Angelo Mathews bowling in the warm-up. First ball of a spell after a couple of years in the wilderness as a bowler, and he picks up the most crucial wicket that allows Sri Lanka to win. And he's immediately inspired to keep on bowling. We're talking about Jadeja. What a crucial player, what an important player for India. And they talked about his average being high, but his economy rate of under 5 allows him to build pressure, allows Virat Kohli control, and sometimes when you build pressure with dot balls, you also get wickets.
Nice ball and jar.
You have a look at this ball again. It's a beautiful delivery, the speed as well, just right. Teasing the batsman, maybe premeditated as well. This is something that is very good at. He's very street smart cricketer. Saw the batsman advancing. Just make that point next over about Kuldeep, Chahal and Jadeja as spinners for India. 54 for 3.
A world of complete eyewear solutions. Nova, where vision meets fashion.
Dating app?
से आगे बढ़ता नहीं, दादू से बात करता नहीं।
स्नैकी खाओ, बात आगे बढ़ाओ।
अरे आया।
डेटिंग है। आपको कैसे पता? मैं क्या इस पे भजन सुनता हूँ? Sunfeast Snacky crispy crackers पे लगा flavors का twist.
स्नैकी खाओ,
बात आगे बढ़ाओ।
from ITC.
Which is doing what the bowlers are trying to do and then adjust accordingly. Again, he really hasn't had enough of a look at Jadeja before he's already decided I'm going to use my feet. And with Jadeja, that's one thing he excels at, keeping the batsman in the crease.
It's a used pitch, so that should be some kind of a sign that's going to turn. Even for teams bowling first, so Jadeja's first ball, and he's a quick bowler. So this is a pitch that's going to turn. Another look at that wicket. Yeah, so just making that point on the three spinning options that India have. Kuldeep Yadav, Chahal for the last 18 months have been the game changers in the middle for India. Come the business end, semis and finals, although he has been one with a higher average, both Kuldeep and Chahal get more wickets and have their average as a result under 30. India is assuming they're going to play England and Edgbaston, small ground. The ball will turn for the spinners. They won't have the heart to play both wrist spinners, especially after the way England played those two wrist spinners in the last game. So I see Jadeja as a good compromise, an option. Can keep the runs down, the pitch is turning. He'll be a force. Just have to contend with people like Morgan and Stokes. So Virat Kohli has to bowl him at the right time as well. Even today, there are 4 left-hand batsmen in the Sri Lankan team in the top 7. So Virat Kohli will have to make use of Jadeja more when the right-handers are batting together.
Also considering the fact that both Bairstow and Roy have had shown historical weaknesses against left-arm spin. Even with that new ball, the ability for Jadeja to be used as an attacking option to break that opening partnership is crucial, because for a lot of the time, the England totals, the big totals, have been built on successful opening partnerships, and with Roy back, Bairstow has also changed his options. A slower ball, bumper, and Avishka Fernando falls for the trap and guides it into MS Dhoni's hands. Pandya has been brilliant. His change of pace throughout, even through his first over, has been measured and tactical again. We spoke about it, Sanjay. The slow ball bumpers, the slow ball wide deliveries, the yorkers, the change of pace. Beautiful ball.
And look at the trajectory as well. The loopy trajectory is the key here. Not just the slow ball. Shami tried it against Bangladesh, but the trajectory wasn't loopy enough. It's got to sort of drop on the batsman a little bit. Hardik Pandya has been brilliant. He's had a great tournament with the ball as well, not just cameos. And he's got the wicket of Fernando, gone for 20. Sri Lanka struggling here a bit, 55 for 4.
लाइफ की कोई गारंटी नहीं, इसलिए policybazaar.com से 1 करोड़ का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस करवा लो सिर्फ 490 रुपए महीने में, वरना आत्मा को शांति नहीं मिलेगी।
Thanks a lot, lots and lots. Yet another way to say thanks a lot.
अब एयरटेल थैंक्स पे Amazon प्राइम हमारी तरफ से हर $2.99 के रिचार्ज पर डाउनलोड एयरटेल थैंक्स ऐप।
You want to be an actor, विकी? क्या कर रहा है? यहाँ साइन करने के लिए नहीं बना है तू।
यार की खुशी, यारों का जश्न, इसी को कहते हैं प्लैटिनम यारियां। मैकडॉनल्ड्स प्लैटिनम गोurmet स्नैक्स, जश्न यारी का।
Batting hasn't been good so far. They won 3 out of 6 completed games. They lose this one. People might feel that they didn't deserve to get into the final 4. So it's very important to finish on a winning note, just like Pakistan did. Lahiru Thirimana. Going to be a stock of left-handers that will come into bat. Thisara Pereira as well.
Good bowling just because of the complete lack of pace. If this was slightly quicker, any sort of bat on it would definitely take it over and above the wicket keeper. But just the right pace for it to be so slow that even a healthy top edge, unfortunately, a dismissal. Now
That was short, but of the quicker type. 55 for...
Want to know how a batsman gets out to a particular bowler?
Log on to cricket.com.
देखभाल आपकी रिच क्रीम हेयर कलर गोदरेज एक्सपर्ट से। हेयर कलर और देखभाल, ये बाल कलर करे बिना अमोनिया के और इसका एरो मिल्क प्रोटीन फॉर्मूला बाल रखे सॉफ्ट एंड शाइनी। वैसे इतने पैसे कहाँ से? सिर्फ 30 रुपए मामा। देखभाल गोदरेज एक्सपर्ट रिच क्रीम की।
Rotating strike and really spending some quality time out in the middle. That's the real key with building partnerships, to have the patience and the awareness to keep grinding it out, get through the tough periods, because once you do that, it just becomes easier and easier.
Very attacking field now. There's a short exit cover which is like a catching position. They got it.
A lot of the time when Jadeja bowls, the team talk used to be when we played against India during my time, it's easier to play him from within the crease because he has the ability to really change his pace up and bowl so quick that you have enough pace to really work it from within the crease, work your singles, hit the boundaries if you like. Especially when it's turning, and if you're a right-hander, any small miscalculation in distance, he manages to grip and turn the ball past you.
He's getting turned, even against the angle. One of the hardest bowler to play, the sweep shot against and to step out to.
And again, looking at England, that's what the openers try and do mostly, try and exploit the field where the fielders aren't. And the cross-bat slog sweep. That's a run out. Oh! It's a very close one, a full-length dive. The umpire pretty confident that the batsman has made it. No referral, no umpire's referral to the third umpire. MS Dhoni pretty quiet as well. He knows the batsman's well in. Desperate running by Thirimana. Yes, well in. Bowling round the wicket to the left-hander Jadeja, immediately looking for that LBW. Another over gone, Sri Lanka 58 for 4.